In doing that, employers really should identify what is the purpose of that employee's position, review, if there is one, a job description for the position, review the physical limitations of that position. Does the person have to lift, X number of pounds in order to get a job duty done? And then from all of that, really identify what are the essential and non-essential functions of that job duty. And this is really the key to determining whether or not an accommodation is working and whether or not an employer has met the requirements under the ADA. And what I mean by essential versus non-essential is, does the employee actually perform a specific function? You may have a job description that says, the employee does 10 different things, but really on a daily basis, they really only do 5 of those. So being really honest and open about what the employer does on a daily basis is crucial. Also, what is the effect of removing a certain function? If it really doesn't make a difference by, not performing a certain function, then it's probably not going to be essential. Does the position, exist to perform a specific function? So, did you create a position in order to do X, Y, and Z, and by removing X, Y, and Z, you've now sort of taken away the whole purpose of their job? And is it really a highly specialized position? Are there things that this employee does that are so specialized that no one else can really perform those functions? And from all of that, you also want to review medical limitations. What is the employee telling you that they can or cannot do in their job, and what do they feel uncomfortable doing based on their medical limitations? And then also, if you have it, hopefully you've been provided medical documentation regarding the employee's condition and their limitations. From all of that, the employer can then identify a number of different accommodations that may or may not work. And this is, again, where open communication is really key. Sitting down with the employee and saying, this is what we think the essential job functions are, this is what we think we can do to help accommodate you, what do you think? And getting their feedback. The employee might tell you that they want X, Y, and Z accommodation, but you don't have to accept that. You need to choose what seems to be the most appropriate accommodation. And then once you implement the accommodation, then really reevaluate it and make a determination of whether it's working for both the employee and the employer.